Hey guys, it's Vlogmas day 11 and I was wondering what am I going to do today, and then I realized it's time for me to film my weekly wind down. So mostly my vlog is just going to be that. It was so long last time that I'm just going to keep it at that, but I've got Olaplex and my Grande serum in my hair, so giving my hair a little treatment for a couple of hours before I shower. I'm also going to edit something for Instagram, or just finish it, it's almost done, and also edit today's vlog going up for you guys. And that's pretty much it. The highs are back up in the low 70s, so these little girls are enjoying their window time since it's fun. Oh, thank you. Wait, did you just try to bite me? I thought we were getting along. Ow, Miss Sniffies. Hi, darling. They love their window time. Yes, ma'am. Who did? Oh no, not packages. That's all we care about. Packages. Yes, help me. All right, so I will see you in a little bit to wind down. Hello guys, it is time to wind down. I can't believe.
Oh my god, I started talking. There's like a weird ringing in my left ear. What is that? I feel like I'm tuning a radio. What the hell? Okay, so it is time to wind down. I swear to God, that sound in my ear is driving me crazy. I am going to scream.
Take a look at my wine glass if you guys didn't see it. It says Squad Goals. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I do have the Nomad Orient Express palette. This is a gorgeous palette. I have worn this the last 2 times I've done my makeup. So I did like a green, army green kind of smoky eye, and then the blue underneath my eye. Both of those days I wore this palette, and I just figured since I've been liking it, I would use it here as well. So instead of just putting concealer around my brows, I actually went ahead and put foundation on my forehead, but you'll see me kind of bounce it in so it's not creasing. Where's my eye primer? Okay, I'm just gonna, all right, let me tell y'all, the way that this is going right now, and my ear is still ringing, the way that this is going is kind of like how my day has been going, period. I just can't get it together. So I'm using some P. Louise base, and we're just gonna pat it on here. The way I've been doing Vlogmas is like simultaneous. I feel like I'm doing a lot, and then I also feel like I'm not doing very much throughout the day. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. I just feel, I don't know, I just can't put a finger on it. I feel really accomplished because I'm getting a video up every day, but on the other hand, I feel like I'm not really doing much of anything else. So I'm taking this red shade called Roaring 20s. I haven't used the shade yet, and I'm going to put it on my lid. Whoa. I kind of had this conversation on Twitter today, but not Twitter, Instagram. But let me know what shows you're watching. I have had people tell me for ever since it came out, years now, that I need to be watching Schitt's Creek. I cannot get into that show no matter what I do. I tend to go for more like serious stuff, or even like dark subjects. Like that's the kind of stuff that keeps me interested. Otherwise, I am just bouncing all over the place and not paying attention. So I tend to go for something, you know, that's more interesting or dark or something. Or otherwise, I'm just like head in the clouds. I'm in another dimension and I'm not even paying attention. But I did finish The Crown. I enjoyed that. It's just crazy the things that you learn. I won't go into detail in case you haven't seen it and you want to see it. I'm gonna also take P. Louise base and cut my crease. Alright, so I just didn't like the way that that was going, so screw it. I'm just going in with some more base and gonna cut the crease, and now it'll actually not be so pinkish looking because I've removed shadow underneath. I hate everything. Also, if you want to waste half of your day, you should totally get this game on your phone called Chain Cube. This is not an ad. I know that sounded like it. I have wasted hours today playing this game, and it just goes on and on and on. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But let me get into last week's video. I don't really think I had any questions, but maybe Maybe there's a couple and I missed them. With videos every day, like my brain is just completely shutting off. I'm not doing good about getting back to the comments. I will do better, I promise. I've been on another planet, you know? What am I gonna do? Somebody said, where did I get my coffee table? So those came together from Rooms to Go. If you look like nesting coffee table, it's like there's hardly anything that comes up. Oh, somebody shared their embarrassing moment. I'm not gonna say your name just in case. She said, my school's open house, I was in 9th grade. We had the hottest Spanish teacher. My best friend and I used to talk about him and his ass constantly. During the open house, my teacher was done talking about our class and I said I wish I had some jokes or something else to say to pass the time. Well, my mother decided that this was the time to embarrass my best friend and I. She stands up and says, I have something good, turn around. Him, what? My mom, turn around. He turns around, my mother, I agree with them. All the moms and dads agreed and busted out laughing. My mother in front of my whole class was checking out his ass. We were mortified. Oh my God. So her mom just called her out about liking her teacher's ass. Monique says, how do you keep mascara from transferring to your lid? Honestly, like, I think it's just some people have that issue. Usually it's when you have like oilier skin or if you use like, hydrating eye cream under the eye. I don't really do anything to keep it from transferring other than, everything on my eyeshadow and under my eye is very set with powder. So I don't know if that makes the biggest difference. I'm telling you guys, today is just not the day. I was literally thinking like maybe I should do something different tonight and not do my makeup, and I was probably right because I don't know where my mind is going with this, but I'm not feeling the shape that I'm doing. I feel like, what the hell? Okay, there we go. That's getting better. Alana asked about my Sephora brand brushes. I do use a lot of them. How do you feel about the redesign and what are my favorites? So every Sephora brush that I have is from their old brushes when I used to work there. I have not gotten any of the new ones, so I don't really have an opinion on those. I had barely even seen them before I left. Like I saw the new designs were coming out and that's really it. I didn't use a single one, but the brushes before were good. I feel like you need to get them in a set or on a sale because I don't think that what they ask for them for individually is worth it, but they do remind me a lot of some Morphe brushes and some Sigma brushes, but they're not quite as good as Sigma. Like I love Sigma brushes. Those are probably some of my all-time favorites. Like as far as the quality, I feel like they last. I love me some Sigma brushes. Like I need to be like, hey, Sigma. Now what my ass needs to do is do my other eye and get it together because I'm telling y'all, I'm on another planet. My brain is not with it today. Oh, I know what it is. It's that time of the month and it's the first day, and I think I asked this before, but do you guys feel like dumb when you're on your period? Like I swear my IQ goes down like 30 points. Like I get silly. Like I don't even know where my mind is, but I can tell you that it's not functioning as normal. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why yesterday my vlog was like, let me declutter some eyeliners because I couldn't just get myself together to do anything else, and that's why it's like 12:30 right now and I'm just now like getting started with my makeup. It's not good. It's not good. I've been filming for 30 minutes and I've done literally nothing and there's still a ringing in my ear. I'm going to scream. I need to pour more wine. Question for next week. Has 2020, this is from Lisa, has 2020 changed you or Zach in any way? Has something changed about either one of you that is surprising? That's such a good question. I'm getting too warm. So I think I have had to become a little bit more patient because usually things are not like going my way with YouTube and all of that stuff. Like I get upset quickly because I'm working so hard and like I just want to do well, I'm definitely one of those people that's like way tougher on themselves than anybody else is. But this year has been really rough, or at least especially funny enough, just since I started trying to do all of this full time, which you guys have talked. I've been very open with you guys about that. It's been a little tough. I've had to really just like be okay with it. I've had to just like come to the conclusion that, you know, I can't control it and I'm just gonna have to deal with it and be okay with it, and, you know, hopefully it turns around. Like there's nothing else I can really do. And like I've lost, maybe patience isn't the way, but I've lost a lot of control and everything. So if you guys don't know, a lot of me doing YouTube and all of this full time is basically just relinquishing my control over everything and allowing my trust to just really fall on Zach, and also like what I'm doing, and trust that I'm doing the right thing. Because, you know, at the end of the day, if my videos don't do well, I can't do anything. I can't help pay the bills, and he knew that full on, but still it's me. I think it was a lot easier for him because he's like, yeah, do it, it's fine. And for me, I'm like, I don't know, because I'm, you know, if I have a really bad couple of months, I could literally be making no money and have no control. And another thing that I did, which I don't know if you saw the vlogs, then you know, but I actually sold my car. And it wasn't out of necessity. I just felt like it was a wise move because I'd had the car for a long time, and I felt like it was one of those things, like somebody wanted to buy it and I just felt like it was the right time. We just have the one car, which Zach's usually working from home, or I say usually, he goes back and forth. Like sometimes he's home, sometimes he's not. And so I just really felt like it would just made more sense. Like, why hold on to this car that's probably gonna need expensive work soon when I'm not going anywhere? Like, it just seemed silly to me. And then I just figured, you know, when I found something that I wanted, I could get it. And I was hoping that maybe my videos and stuff would start, I feel like I zoomed out, but maybe my videos would do a little bit better. And, you know, let me wait a little bit and see how things go, and then when it's a better time, I'll get something new that I want more. But things went the opposite route, and it wound up kind of being great that we didn't have this other car, this other insurance, and all of that. It was really good in a way, but it just really makes me have to relinquish all my control. And I'm kind of a controlling person, not for like people, like I don't try to control people I'm in a relationship with or anything, but I like to have control over me and my things and what I'm doing. So, you know, when it comes down to just being more independent, I guess. And now I'm still very independent because Zach would not take that away from me just because he's helping me, you know, try to get to my dreams and all of that. Thank goodness. But still, like mentally, I've relinquished a lot of control. But I also realized too for myself that I was so stressed and unhappy doing my job that I was doing and making videos at the same time. I was just so stressed, and I didn't realize it until, you know, I got used to not feeling that way anymore. And then I was like, wow, I can breathe. I don't feel, you know, so worried and anxious about everything. Like, don't get me wrong, I still feel anxious. That's just something that I'm gonna feel, but it's not like a constant everyday, like, oh my god, I'm dreading getting out of bed because I have to go and, you know, talk to people all day. And something that has always been difficult for me, but, you know, when you do it, when you have to do it every day, you kind of get just used to it. But some forms of communication for me are difficult. Like, I don't know why. It's always been like an area of stress. Calling people on the phone that I don't know is stressful to me. And having to interact and be fake, I hate that. I would just rather not interact with people whom I have to be fake with, you know? That kind of stuff drains the ever-loving life out of me. And I don't know, it's not like with you guys, and it's an exchange that I love. I can talk to you guys through the camera, I can write comments back, and I feel like I'm really interacting with you guys, but I enjoy it. It's an interaction that I actually like, but a lot of interactions I don't like. And so I've been able to take a lot of away completely. So I didn't realize like how utterly stressed I was. And I talked about it in my like leaving Sephora video, or why I left Sephora, whatever, that, you know, we had a lot of Zoom calls. We had a lot of Zoom calls, and, you know, I didn't begrudge them for having Zoom calls. I mean, they were paying us, so obviously, you know, I can't complain. But at the same time, it was a kind of difficult interaction for me. And it's just one of those things that it stresses me out to no end. And I was having a really difficult time because we were trying to figure out what we were doing, if we were moving, if I was quitting, if I wasn't. And at the same time, you know, the pandemic was a very new topic and everybody was stressed. This was like in March, and we're trying to figure out like, how long is this situation going to be going on? And I was utterly miserable, and I just couldn't do it. Like, some of these calls I'd just get off. It was doubly bad because they were so stupid. Like, and I'm not just trying to be like a little whiny bitch about it. They were so stupid. They kept talking about when we go back, when we go back, when we go back. Well, everybody was just stressed. Like, when are we going back? Is there anything concrete that you can tell us? It was just like this limbo, and I hated every minute of it fully. And then I got called out about it. Like, why didn't you talk to this person? You know, that was the regional director of blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck. It was so unhealthy for me to constantly feel like that. And for some people, that would never make any sense because it's not a big deal. But if you're someone who that kind of stuff gives you anxiety or makes you feel uneasy, then it just is what it is. And people would probably be like, well, why would that make her anxious when she films videos? Well, it's different. I mean, when I'm talking to people in my videos, I'm talking to the people who actually give a shit about what I do, and I love them. I love like the interaction that we have. So I don't know, it was quite different. But yeah, I've learned the things that stress me and the things that are not worth dealing with. And yeah, I'm very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing right now. All right, I'm gonna use some Keanu Leaves from Suva Beauty. So I have a question. What's your favorite Christmas movies, TV shows, or favorite Christmas comfort food traditions? So my favorite holiday movie it's not like outright Christmas movie, but it's very holiday, is The Family Stone. It's actually probably my favorite movie of all time, just period. But I love to watch it around the holidays. I'll probably watch it like at least once a week, like in December, November, some too. Maybe more, maybe like 4 or 5 times. I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow because I haven't watched it this week. But yeah, I just love that movie. It's very, I don't know, it's just like family stuff, but it's funny. It makes me cry every single time. I cry watching that. I do really like The Grinch too. I'll watch any of the Grinches, but I love the original one. We don't really have any like Christmas food traditions like for several years, because I would usually be gone. Like, we started I think when I was in high school, and then when I moved and I would be back in town, my mom and I would go on Christmas night to the Waffle House and drive around and look at Christmas lights. And then like I started spending years away, and we haven't done it recently, which I don't think they're 24 hours a day anymore. So it would be like the one place that you could go, and my dad would be all Scroogey and go into bed early and we would go do that and just look at Christmas lights. I wanted to do, like, in the Family Stone DVD, there's a recipe, because in the movie she makes this breakfast thing. I tried to make that because I was like, oh, I love this movie, I should make it. I did something wrong. It was disgusting. I can't cook. And my favorite food, like 100% period, is my mom's cornbread dressing. It can be turkey and dressing, but honestly I could just have a dressing and cranberry sauce, and it's like the best. I really like dressing, cranberry sauce, English peas, and like a roll. But I could just do with that. I don't even need the meat. This look probably desperately needs lashes because, well, A, it could hide the fact that I didn't do that great of a job yet again. And I just watched today too, one of my other like all-time favorite movies is Silver Linings Playbook. It also kind of ends in a holiday vibe, which for some reason is enough for me to consider it a Christmas movie, but it's just a great movie, period. I love it. It's like quirky and strange, but so, so good. I'm using Too Faced Cocoa Contour yet again. This table is such a mess. It's driving me crazy. Alright, I'm gonna put on a maquillage. This is Matte Geisha. Okay, well, I feel like I'm looking a little clown-like. I hope you guys enjoyed winding down with me. I don't know what kind of stuff this is gonna look like when I'm editing. I feel like I'm gonna edit tomorrow and be like, I'm not putting this up. So if it goes up anyway, I humbly ask that you not rate me too hard on this, because this is like, I feel like the worst makeup I've done in a while, and I thought last week's was bad. Like I kind of like the vibe of it, but I just feel like I've done something that is just, and I just can't find the perfect red. Like this turned out so pinkish red that I almost feel like I need to do like a magenta pinkish red to kind of make it go, but it's whatever. My lips are stained and it kind of matches, right? That is it for this wind down. Thank you guys for hanging with me. I feel like this is the worst ever video makeup altogether, just bad. So thank you so much for being with me and suffering through this. Me and my antlers are going to go to bed. So I will see you tomorrow for a much better day of Vlogmas.